So, good evening. We are back with Blade Runner. Gosh, when's the last time we played this? A year ago?
Yeah,
Ish. When we played the previous case file, and that was really good fun. And we had a very grumpy old man with us who could out-grump anybody else. Let's see whether he's still around. But today...
he is. And I'm still grumpy. Skin job.
Yes, flashback. Let's see what lies in wait. I don't really want to talk too much about it, but there's one thing I just want to mention. Part of, because it's March, all the streams I'm doing, be it in German or being in English, I am putting that where was it? Down there. That code down there about March for Kids, and so collecting some money. And this is for a really good charity. It's basically for family accommodation on the site of a university hospital in Germany, so that the parents of the kids who might be there for a long time can actually stay close to their kids rather than having to commute all the time and having to worry about hotels or paying for hotels. It's a really, really worthwhile cause. If you want to find out more, you can put !M4K in the chat for a link, or you can have a look at that QR code down there. And once this is on YouTube, I'm sure there will be a link underneath it as well. But today it's Twitch only. So, enough from me. Mr. Bruce, take it away.
Thank you, Frank. A year and a half, actually, and we played the beta before it got officially released.
Wow.
So that is something when we last played this. So a lot has changed with the publications, especially as we're going to try a little bit of Foundry using the Forge. But thus, second case file doesn't get released until the PDF's been released, but the official release has been announced for the 2nd of April.
Yeah, it just went on pre-sale yesterday, right? On pre-order.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we'll see that. And I hate to say it, probably someone's better attempts at uploading this to Foundry than my attempts, but they're here. We can see them. And we're here to have a bit of fun.
Absolutely.
So we're going to open up the familiar world into the interrogation scene. We're at the LAPD tower. Sitting in the room is Novak. He's sitting across the way, ready to interrogate somebody. We have the three other characters sitting in a one-way room. We can see through the mirror, watching the interrogation happen. I think it would be a good point, before we jump into the introduction, maybe to go through everybody and explain their characters a little bit. Because it has been a while.
Yeah, year and a half.
So I'd like to start with Matt. Just give us a quick overview with Novak.
I haven't got time to give you a quick overview. And I don't really have time for any of this shit. I'm a grumpy old man. I have a problem with skin jobs, and I have to work with two of them. That's my character, isn't it? That is the entirety of my character.
Before we move on to the next one, perhaps a trigger warning should be applied that this game will have hidden racism towards a certain, even though they are an artificial race, there is prejudice towards them. Next, we will go with Rabbit. Would you like to explain Fenna first, please?
Yep. Fenna, she considers herself the lead negotiator and interrogator, despite what Novak's trying to impose himself on every interrogation that they are doing together.
I seem to remember, although you were very good at negotiating, it was in the end my pistol that solved the problem.
Yeah, sometimes you have to follow racist persons. Sometimes they are right.
Oh. Yeah. All the time, I'm right.
She's a replicant. She knows he's a replicant. She doesn't hate Novak, but she's kind of respect him in some sort of way, despite what he's calling her every time he's seeing her, or her colleagues calling her skin jobs. But yeah, she respect him, kind of respect him. Yep.
Thank you. Next, we have Frank with Percival.
Yeah, I'm taking the role of Percival again. He is a forensic expert, really, and field analyst. Trying to basically play everything by the book, because after all, we are here to prove that the replicants make the better police people. And these old geezers who constantly smoke and drink and never do any work. Sorry, it's a bit rumbly because my daughter just uses this moment to hoover in front of my door here. Unbelievable timing. So, however, my faith in replicant design and control, if you like, certainly was shaken somewhat after the occurrence of the last stream and the last case that we were on together. That probably was a little while ago, though, wasn't it?
I would say it's probably been about 2 months.
Oh, not so long ago.
Not so long ago, but things will certainly settle down. And you have a fourth member of the team new to you, who did not join you in the last adventure, but is human. We have Becker.
Olsen Becker. She's part of the off-world, or was part of the off-world colonization defense program. She witnessed the horrors of Calantha and the brutality there. Ended up saying that it was a hell of a lot better to come here and be part of the Blade Runners. She's a replicant sympathizer. She saw more heroism and compassion from replicants than she's seen in some of her human colleagues. And so she is not very happy when skin jobs and deriding comes forth from others. So that's kind of her. She's tough, and her speciality is shooting.
Thank you, Doug. Let us now set the scene. The van whisks slowly in the ceiling above, but does little to dispel the thick, musty air in the interrogation room at Rep Detect Unit Headquarters. It's morning in downtown LA. But this deep inside the hulking monstrosity that is the LAPD tower, it might as well be on the dark side of the moon. You, Novak, are sitting across the table from a dark-haired young man with a black eye and a sullen disposition. The rest of you are watching through a one-way mirror from the adjoining room.
Have I got a Voight-Kampff machine?
It looks like it.
Oh, sorry.
While you do sit.
Going old style.
Because you specially requested the prisoner.
That could be my Voight-Kampff machine, but it doesn't quite work.
doesn't quite work. Well, that's going to be interesting for this scene. The prisoner is a service technician at Wallace Corporation by the name of Ellis Vale. A simple man with no off-world potential, but a spotless work record. Until now, early this morning, he was arrested at Wallace Corporation headquarters for attempting to gain access to the massive replicant memory vault. When confronted, he reacted violently and displayed extraordinary strength. took an entire squad of security guards to take him down. Given the target of his infiltration and his physical capacity, Ellis Vale was handed over to your IDU for interrogation. His right retina has no serial number, as any Nexus 8 or 9 would. None of the older Nexus 9 6s should be alive today. That was because they had a limited lifespan. You've been given? You think it's an old Voight-Kampff machine to do interrogation, but you think this is the best of the best machine, and it's your role to determine if Ellis Vale is human or replicant. Now, if I could just ask you to check in the journal side of the Foundry, you should have access to the first handout, which should give you questions.
Now, I am slightly struggling with my screen here. Am I meant to be seeing anything on the main screen? Have you got anything you're sharing?
Not in the main screen. If you go to journals,
I've got handouts now.
Yep, and
Right,
handout
just saying
interrogation queue.
We can't see that yet. Yeah, just the old man.
Everybody should be able to see it.
I can't
It's
see
a
it yet.
handout.
No. I can see the handouts journal, if you like, but no pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I've got no pages in the handout channel.
No, I
That's
can
it.
see
Try
That's
it
what the
again.
colour.
Try it again. It's
Oh yes,
one of
case
these
file
things
2,
where
that's it. New journal N268. Yeah, can see it now.
Hold on, I still can't see anything.
You should
Neither
also be
can
able
I.
to push it to the
Right,
players.
that one there.
Case 2. Oh yeah.
Case two,
Handouts.
Fire Angels, handouts,
Yeah.
Oh, case 2.
journal entry. Ah, right. Okay.
I've got it. Yeah.
Right, so this is my script. It's
This is
nighttime. In the moonlight outside your house, you see something in a tree. It's an owl. It stares right at you. What does it want?
Alice looks at the machine and stares and goes, "That's an old machine."
Just answer the questions. You're walking down the aisle of a church.
So just
woman-
before you move, sorry, Matt, before you move on to that one, because he's given that as a response, can you give me an insight roll? I'll say, you will be giving me an insight roll, but you will be advantaged with this insight roll.
Okay, so I just go there and how do I select advantage? Oh, there's a button that says select advantage. There we go.
Very
2
good.
successes.
Oh, critical. Nice. You carry on to the next one. We'll be doing this every point
Right.
if you go through the question.
Okay. You're walking down the aisle of a church. A woman in a wedding gown is waiting for you at the altar. You have never seen her before in your life. How do you feel about her?
I don't know. What do you think?
You're the one answering the questions. Insight roll?
Yes, please. And again, you'll always be advantaged.
Because I've got the Voight-Kampff machine. 1 success. You are in a forest. A little bird, a yellowthroat, is sitting on the ground. It's trying to fly, but can't. It's chirping in panic, exhausted. You are just standing there, paralyzed. Why is that?
Yeah. Do you
Is he
enjoy
making
your
any
work?
answer at all?
No, he's about to make an answer. Do you enjoy your work? Serving the high and mighty like a good little soldier? And again, another roll, please.
Oh,
Oh, well done.
Insight also. Okay.
these are all my successes. When it comes to saving my life or anything, watch me roll those unicorns.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what's happening here?
No, sorry. My bad. My bad. I clicked. Sorry.
Get
My
your
bad.
dice off my thing.
Ah, I'm the lead investigator.
Your sister always did better in school than you. She always had more friends. Your parents say that they love you just as much as her. Do you believe them? Because I don't.
It's very quiet. He's just staring at. He's now just kind of dead stare. You're not even. You're, for one moment, you're kind of wondering if he's alive. But you do kind of see the nostrils.
I have enough insight for that, even without making a roll. But I still make a roll, huh?
Oh.
No, that's what I'm used to playing this game.
Okay.
Oh.
You're walking on a frozen lake. The ice gives way, and you fall into the dark, cold water. You fight to get up, but you can't from underneath the ice. You see someone coming. Who is it?
I mean, before we move on to just about to describe the scene, you already got pretty much, by the time you hit the second question, you already know, but you have to go through the routine to get the accurate results. When you ask this question, there's a slight momentary silence. Then everybody gets a quick shock as the handcuffs are snapped open and he's ready to lunge at you.
Speaking of which,
I was ready for this. So I'm pushing my office chair back on its little wheels, and I'm sure reaching for my gun because I was gonna shoot him anyway.
I will try to run to subdue him.
Same.
I'll just knock on the window.
to knock on the window, everybody is.
This is not
He's got a gun! He's got a gun!
protocol.
So what is going to happen here? Now, this is the bit which I found didn't work as well, which was the card initiative.
Mhm.
So what I'll do is, based on the way I see it from my screen, which is Frank, Mohammed, Matt, Doug, and then I'll put Ellis at the bottom. We'll go through everybody's actions and start going through the side of that. He says, playing the favorite. There it is. So, the way I've got it, Frank, you're at initiative 6.
Mhm.
Mohammed, I've got you down as 3. Ooh, 8 for Matt. And Doug, you've got 4.
Who has 3?
Mohammed has 3.
I'm going to use fast reflexes, which gives me an additional initiative card.
Okay, so you will actually get 5. You always get fast reflexes as well.
Oh,
so you've got 4 and 5. Is
So
your
I'll
next one.
take 4.
Okay. And our friend Ellis is on 7. So, with 3, Mohammed, you get to act first. You're in an adjoining room looking through the one-way mirror. You've just seen Ellis snap open his handcuffs and he's making a move for Novak.
Yeah, I will try to run through the door and try to subdue him.
So you're going to go and go out to make your move is going through and you're going to try and get into the room.
On the other hand, yeah, I will use my shield to break the two-way mirror.
Okay, so you're going to break the glass. So the glass is broken.
Thick. Okay, I will try to tackle him.
give me a hand-to-hand roll, but you will be disadvantaged just because you've kind of had to go through the glass in this case, just for
Sure.
this turn round.
Yeah, probably I will fail miserably.
Oh,
1d8.
Once. Oh. Yeah.
it's 1d8.
8.
Now that is usually enough to do 1 point of damage to him.
Yeah, but I'm trying to be non-lethal, if possible.
To do a proper grapple, you will need 2 dice or choose a critical success on this, but you
Okay.
can opt to do 1 damage to him in this case.
Okay.
He's
Oh,
a
dear.
big man, he could take it.
Hmm.
Next, we have Doug.
Baker, seeing what's going down, jumps through the broken window and tries to grapple him.
Okay, because you're not worried about going through the window because it's already broken by Venom, can you give me a hand-to-hand roll? I think this really should be contested when I'm really rolling it.
So do I roll grapple?
You roll hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat?
You roll. There's.
And it's just a regular roll? No
Yep,
advantage
it's
or
a normal roll.
disadvantage?
You're not advantage. You're not disadvantage. I'm rolling theirs.
Whoa.
Nice.
You know what I'm laughing at?
Hmm.
You know when, because I rolled his and I rolled yours. When you rolled yours, I don't think it was showing on Frank's screen.
No.
It knocked the one of my dice, as if this was done at a table, into it. But that is a very interesting animation to actually see. Too bad nobody can actually see it on the video. But wow. Okay, you actually do have him grappled, and you've gone down into it. So you certainly have got him on the hold and ready to try and pull him down.
Is he not already down? Or are we not?
Oh no,
Hi.
he was ready to leech over the hills. Benna went through, managed to grab through, but not got through proper because having to go through. You've now jumped through, following Benna.
I
and
imagine-
you're now grabbing them.
I imagine that I grappled him to the ground.
Okay, to the ground. So you're going to try and you've got him down to the ground and back onto it.
Mm.
Okay. That now puts us to Frank.
I will raise the alarm. There must be an alarm button somewhere. I'll just buzz it.
Okay, yes, now we've got the alarms. We hear the flashing lights are going through. Interrogation into it. Okay. So, because he's been grappled, he wants to break free. And I feel like I'm trying to avoid singing a Queen song when I said that there.
I was thus thinking the same.
Yeah, it's just the one thing off of that. So he's going to try and break himself out of it. This is going to be grappling. And he's going to try and break free from it. And it's going to use his force against you. For it. So this is your force against either your hand-to-hand, or you can use force.
Okay, both of us or only Douglas?
This will be against Baker, so Doug.
Okay.
You haven't quite got a proper grab on him. Baker has got a good grab.
So it's going to be force or hand to hand?
It's going to be it's going to be a force to break out your grapple.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
either you can choose. I'm going to give you the option of hand to hand or force.
Hand to hand.
And you fortunately cannot really push that roll because you've already got one into it. So you do manage to hold him down, but he's quite stronger from it and in the room that he actually flips you off, and you rolled off immediately from it. So we see this grapple. You go down. You're doing what police officers do. You're going down. You're taking them down and holding them down to the ground. We're now on to Novak.
And I screamed, "Calm down."
Well, I hear you screaming at. Is it Novak?
I've got my gun out. I can see he's being restrained. I'm not so stupid as to shoot him in the head while there are two other cops around him. But I am definitely pointing it at him. And I say, "You heard the lady. Calm down."
Okay. He is not calming down. He is still resisting. So
Is it
you do give...
same initiative order?
Yeah, we'll stick to that. Unless generally it is generally the same because you can swap and pick it out. So we'll be back to the same. So Kenneth.
Yeah. Maybe I'm trying to call him. Calm down. You are surrounded. We just need to know what happened. We will not hurt. Just calm down. Calm down. I understand. Just calm down.
Okay, so you're trying to talk him down. Can you give me a manipulation roll?
Okay. Manipulation. Let's go.
It's going to be tricky.
2 successes.
Yeah, he looks pretty much calm. Matt, can you give me for a free? It'll be an insight roll. It won't cost you an action. Can you just give me one for that?
Insight again. No advantage this time because my
no advantage.
Voight-Kampff machine is on its side where he rolled it over the table or whatever. Okay, not advantage. Hold on. What am I doing? Just roll. No.
Yeah. It's too tense in the room to really get a good reading from it. Okay. But it seems to be slowly calming down from it. Doug, what is Baker doing?
Baker is now backing off, drawing the gun, and continuing to say, calm the frig down.
Okay. He's trying to get his hands. It's like he is trying to keep himself going, calm himself down. For that, the alarms are going. You hear a couple of footsteps, Frank. What do you? What does Percival do from it? You see your two fellow officers doing calming down. He looks like he's surrendering.
Restrain him, I say to them. Remember, we need to secure and restrain him.
Yeah.
In case he changes his mind, I'm thinking.
You're thinking, yeah. Thinking for it. Well.
Yeah. But the interrogation room is not terribly big, so with them all in there, I don't think I need to pile in as well.
That's fine. What he's going to do is calms down, looks like it, and then he makes a bolt through the mirror. You know what? He jumps through. He's in the other room, and he's going to push you out the way. He's running, and he's going to break out through the other door. So he's gone past you, Frank. He's
Well,
just
if
jumped.
he's trying to run past me, I will probably try to, foolishly throw myself into his way
Okay.
if I have the chance.
So it's either hand-to-hand or force against his
Um,
force.
Force.
Okay,
or
well,
hand-to-hand,
If
that's
he
not-
wins the combat, he's going to do some damage to you.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not terribly good at this sort of stuff, but let's have a look. No, I'm really not terribly good at this.
So he does do a point of health against you as you slam and
That's
hit
fine.
against into it.
Does it slow him down?
No, he just
Storms through me.
yeah, he just smacks into it. Very big, bulky guy. First of all, he's kind of more an analyst. You're not really. They don't really build analysts to be big and brawny.
No.
Novak. He's just jumped. Oh. We've got no audio, Matt. So we can't hear.
I can't hear you, Matt.
Oh, something's going wrong with his audio.
No, still nothing.
Well, his audio isn't working because he's been using it as a scanner.
Yeah, it was built into the Voight-Kampff machine, and now it's been
Yeah,
knocked over,
that's
so
yeah,
it's broken.
yeah.
Please stand by technical difficulties. It's just
He's
unfortunate.
speechless. That's why.
This is the perfect time because it's in the back. Yeah, he's going to shoot.
I will shoot him. Of course he will.
Yeah.
Of course he is, because he's running, and there's a perfectly good
I have my
back.
gun out.
There you go. You're
Oh,
back.
yeah. Shoot him, right. Okay, roll for it as
Roll.
normal. If he gets a critical, he will do a critical damage with his gun. I should actually ask what round you're using, because it's very important.
Ooh.
Ooh, he's got
And
chocolates.
you are pretty much very close range.
Ugh.
So is
Yeah,
that advantage?
No, short range, because depends on the round you use.
Have a look.
It's more of the round you use than anything else. So
And we can hear you now.
Oh, you can
yeah.
hear me. Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah.
Don't know what that was then. 'Cause I haven't changed anything. So what I'm not sure what these are. High explosive target shooting. I've got a bang round D12. I've got a target D6, and I've got one that's obviously long range. So that's given I'm inside. I'm pretty sure I'm using one of the other two. What's the difference between bang and target?
You mean
Bang and target does more damage, and I like to blow shit up. So that's the one I think I'm going for.
Okay, can you give me a roll, please? Just be a standard range combat.
Technical terms here. The bang was shot.
That's I'm no advantage, just blast away.
Ooh.
That's a single hit, not a crit.
Okay, so the damage on your weapon is
D12. he said.
Is
no, it's not a crit. It's just the base damage he does.
a D12. Is that rolling a D12 again?
No. So there is
Or 2 points? That is
Yeah.
damage of 2 points, isn't it? I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is 2 points damage. If Matt got 2
I remember.
successes,
Mm.
then he would get to do the 2 points damage, and then he rolls D12,
Oh, okay.
On-
and
the
every
red
additional
table.
point on top of that, he gets to add an additional point to the base.
Yeah.
So that is definitely one I know, because the number of times when I run this game at conventions, the number of times players roll and get critical successes and roll an 8 every time. Not that I'm bitter whatsoever. And yes, I'm running this game at Aircon over the weekend twice. So I'm just getting my bitterness up now, because I know it's going to happen.
So, what happens?
Yeah. So, he takes a shot. He stumbles and he is hit in the back, but he's not stopped him. He is getting through that door.
He's determined.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're back round again.
Fenner,
Okay.
you broke that window. You gave him the escape route. You catch him.
Stop giving me orders. She's running after him and she's trying to. I don't know if there is no time to talk. To try to not shoot him. To try any non-violent measures. So maybe trying to hit him with a chair.
Okay.
Hmm.
You're going to have to get up close or for it. You're going to probably have to throw the chair, to be honest.
Okay. Maybe I'll tackle him. Tackle his way through you throwing the chair. Okay. What should I roll if I want to?
So if you're going to try and throw the chair, and I'm taking it your objective is to try and trip him.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask, because you have to throw the chair, it's going to be a ranged combat.
Okay.
Firearms is basically the equivalent of throwing something in this, or mobility actually might be quite a good skill to use. So I'll give you the option which one you think will give you the best.
Okay, so the range combat is the weapon. We roll the weapon automatically. Oh, firearms. Okay, no. So yeah, I will roll mobility better, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
one success.
One success. Mm.
You do make him stumble a bit with the chair. He takes a bit of damage into it. He does fall down. But it looks like he just skids in front in the hallway. So he rolls around. He just stumbles a bit. But it looks like he'll easily pick himself up soon enough. Fenner's just jumped out the window, chased after through the hallway. You're still in the interrogation room.
Me?
So yes, the backer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot. I've
you're in the remember you're still in the interrogation room. They're outside in the hallway now, so you're gonna have to move to get after them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll move to get as the best clear shot that I can with the chair flying by.
Yeah. Take a shot. What round are you using?
I will be using the 44, the caseless blaster shot. And I guess it's just a regular roll. There's nothing.
Yep, it's a range combat roll. You're not going to be disadvantaged or advantaged in this, but the only way to be advantaged in a shooting roll is to do careful aim, and that costs you an action. You have to do the shot in the next round. So that was just one success.
I think I'm going to push it.
Okay. If you get any ones from this, you will take
stress,
some damage.
Yeah. Resolve. Yeah.
Only if you're a replicant.
So same.
Yeah. Same roll, so you just do the 2 damage. Still running. It's not looking too great. It's
so when you
still there.
When you push this, can you hear me again? Am I?
Yep.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear.
So when you re-roll, do you not keep the previous success?
It did not keep that one the last time, unless you can mark it in here.
Oh,
Okay.
I wasn't too sure if the re-roll was you take the new roll. So your hope. I don't know if
yes,
it's
you can select your when you click the push button on the option, you can select which dice to push.
Yeah, I saw that, and I chose the D12. So
right. So unfortunately, and it does come up. It looks like you have rolled that one twice as a push roll, but it's just for some reason kept the other one. I don't know why it's done that as the animation, but it has done that.
Okay.
However, you've hit him. He's not looking too great, but he gets himself up. The shot really put him down, but he brings himself up. You know what? There's nothing like a good scene as two officers who are responding to the alarm, and they're coming in. I've walked in, they've got their guns, and he has gone right for one of them, and he's grabbed the gun. He's grabbing the gun off them. And he's actually using that officer as a shield, a human shield.
I bet it's
Unless
a
he's a
human
refugee.
officer.
Well, you say human shield. Do I know that officer?
Officer Hugh, man.
He's only been on the force for a year. You know? The Nexus Knights have only been in service for a year.
Because I will have followed Backer out of the room, and I'm ready to shoot down that corridor.
Okay.
So what is the situation? Is seriously?
So they're grappling at the moment. I would say at the end of your go, that's the situation. But he's just got up, grappled for the gun because he's basically seen another gun, and he's managed to push the other one out of the way.
Okay, I am going to do this. Are you going to make me do it at disadvantage?
I'm going to say if you get a 1, the officer is going to be injured.
I will be pushing my roll if I don't get a 1.
Okay.
The risk taker. We know this.
Yeah.
It's the grumpiness.
Okay, so what's happened here? Now, the thing actually I ought to be doing, just seeing that careful aim button, given that he's actually doing a thing of not just running, and he is engaged with a police officer, maybe actually, no, I'm not shooting this time. I'm ready to shoot, but I'm going to draw a close speed on him this round, and I will shoot next round.
Okay, so that means you will be advantaged next round with your shot. So we're back to
sorry, just in terms of a forge that we're using here, if I click the careful aim modifier, will that roll the advantage automatically, or will I have to press the advantage button?
I think that just gives you the information for it. So when you roll,
so I'll
make sure you collect the advantage.
For next time. Okay.
Yeah, it's just these are just.
Oh yeah, and what it does actually when I click it, it means I can only roll advantage.
Right.
Yeah.
It disables the other 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Cool.
Clever.
Okay. Yeah.
So we now have a hostage situation, another boring old hostage situation, where he's got hold of one of your officers and he's got that officer's gun. He's actually broken the officer's hand to get that gun as well. The other one, who was next to him, is taking the beating, and as typical of these films of their time, that officer gets knocked out.
Yeah. Alice, don't be stupid. You will get killed. You get everybody that's killed. What's threatening you? We need to know. Leave this idiot who is pointing. Everybody will point a gun at you. Just calm down, and everything will be resolved. Don't do something stupid. I understand. I need to know what's wrong with you.
Trying to calm the situation down.
Yeah, she's trying to not resort to the violence as last time, because last time she turned her eyes the other way, so she's feeling guilt. She's still feeling guilt about that.
You're right.
No, you're feeling a simulation of guilt.
Yes. It's guilt either way.
Not the moment for that.
Can you still give me a empathy and manipulation roll?
Sure, empathy and manipulation. Okay, I will click on manipulation directly, right?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Oh.
No.
What a roll.
Oh,
4 successes.
Okay. What you do is you're kind of seemingly getting through in a way that it's kind of like lowering the gun a bit. And the officer is kind of away, so it will be a bit more of him exposed. He's taking this on board. We're on to Baker. Doug Baker.
Backer is switching the initiative with Novak.
oh. You know, I'm going to shoot him.
Well, okay. So Novak.
He's dropped his guard.
Well, he's lowered the gun down. He's not dropped the gun, but he has
Okay,
lowered
yeah.
it, and he is a bit more exposed. So yeah.
I'm pressing the only button I can press, which is with advantage.
Yeah, see, everybody's calling. What the hell, Novak?
I knew he was going to do that. He's danger to everybody, that guy.
Can you roll? Well, again, I don't know why I keep saying can you roll. You can roll. The crit damage of that weapon is a D12, isn't it?
Right. No, I can't roll a D12. How do I roll a D12? Do I just do a...
On the weapon card.
I'm just wondering if you can...
It's on the weapon card. I think you can roll from there, roll item. But not quite sure.
On the combat or the inventory? On the weapon card there. Okay.
Or alternatively, if the crit table is shared, maybe. Don't know.
This is the one thing I was trying to see.
It's a
when
long
you don't
time
have
ago
everybody
since I
on.
last looked at this system.
It is one of these.
I made a video about it, so it probably tells you in the video.
Yeah,
I watched that
Go away and
video.
watch that now.
I watched that video and I don't recall.
Okay, maybe not.
Okay, so slash.
I will get
hold on.
There is a module you can use next time, Bruce. Is it will add the dice.
No, that's the wrong
at the
thing.
bottom.
What do I do? What's the bloody
Slash
syntax?
R space 12.
R space 12.
And it's
Slash
piercing
R
damage.
space 12.
No.
Then you can look it up.
Slash R, not space.
Use
No.
the little D20 next to it. Oh,
There you go, 12.
don't worry about it.
Never mind about the buttons.
Oh, 12. Okay. Did you type 12 or?
What's that mean?
It's the highest crit you can
Well,
do,
it was
right?
piercing.
That's the height.
So, Fenner is explaining this. He's looking like he's calmed down, and his entire head, when you hear a loud bang coming from Novak's direction, and then towards it, his head is shattered. Interestingly enough, this is a permanent thing and causes instant death. No, I will say thank you, Matt, for not rolling an 8. Because that's the number I usually see on this, which also causes instant death. Thank you for that. So yes, his head just goes.
Yeah, furiously, Fenna is running toward Novak, and you imbecile! You Baboon, I will report you to the captain. He was calming down. We need not to terminate every replicant you see in front of your eyes. We need to know what happened. We need to know why he broken down this memory bank.
We can take
Stop.
him apart.
Indeed. I won't tell you.
Baboon,
Use
is
your
that was a
brain.
bit of racist language you're using?
Even the baboons are more clever than you, Novak. They think, they have empathy toward each other.
Fenna, though I agree, this one was not going to stop.
He was
Novak,
stopping.
no, he was not going to stop. It was the same thing. Just trust me, he was not going to stop. There's sometimes a time to just end it. This was that time.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Thank you for your intervention, Fenna, because he opened up just that little bit to get a really clear picture.
You're...
Yeah.
Oh.
Unsurprisingly, the officer who he was holding hostage is a bit traumatized by this broken hand.
And probably messy.
Yes. It is unsurprisingly in shock. Thankfully, Blade Runner is generally a 15 certificate, so we don't need to go through the details. But yes, eventually the rest of the police officer years come up. There are on call some of the LPDs, and they come up and take away the scene.
I would want to have a quick filch of this guy.
So what?
I mean,
what
he
did you
probably
gonna
was
try?
he was probably searched already, but just in case he had something on him that he wasn't supposed to have on him, something like that.
Yeah.
I am forensics.
There was nothing really on him with it.
Is there anything I can tell from his shattered remains, basically, whether he was a replicant or not? I mean, just to have
He was
clear
a,
evidence.
he was a replicant. You can actually tell the Voight-Kampff machine, which I don't know how Novak repairs feels about it. We leaves it to the side. Will verify that. Novak kind of already knew basically from the first question.
Yeah, I just wanted to know whether there's anything really for the type, you know. You said it wasn't a 7 or an 8, but was it something earlier? But if you say I can't tell that here, then that's fine. And I'll go down to my colleague in the basement and we'll work on it.
There's something a bit you can't quite tell from it. You're going to need maybe an autopsy.
Yeah, indeed.
Down, and that is down in
the cellar.
Yeah, your favorite.
Yeah, the
favorite place.
Crime tech lab.
Yeah, the RIT crime lab with certain familiar face, which we might get to.
Baldy guy.
One of the officers is looking through, as you're going through, you're cleaning up or reloading your gun. Another officer, non-traumatized, comes up and says, "Listen, Deputy Chief Holden's want to see you in his office. All of you."
He's going to make me do the paperwork for that window that you broke, Venom.
No.
What about
I'd probably head up there now.
Speaking to all of us, actually, is that?
Oh yeah. He's basically make some comment. Glad that it isn't his ass; it's grass. And carries on to it.
Right. Well, I'll go matter of factly. I've got nothing to hide. I think you'll find my actions were entirely by the book. Jumping through a mirror glass window, on the other hand, Fenner.
Yeah.
Creating an avenue for escape out of an interview room.
Yeah, that's my fault for trying to save you. That's my fault. That's my fault that I had some delusion that I have some respect for you. I had some delusion.
You had simulation of respect.
Yeah.
Get a room, you two. Stop all this bickering. We have to go upstairs.
Let's go. I mean, I'm saying this as we're going upstairs. I was thinking.
Oh yes, you get the wonderful
the banter.
Yeah, up into it. Can I just check one thing? Assuming it's still black for everybody on the next screen.
I can see the picture of
Yep.
the desk.
Oh, if you can see the picture, that's
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
This is what a professional picture looks like when someone does it properly.
What am I seeing? Oh,
I see everybody's mouse cursor going around.
Yeah.
I should do that too.
Yeah. This is
Just zooming across. As long as you're happy. I don't know how it feels for anybody else watching this going, I get to watch some Zoom cursors.
Yeah, exactly. Woo!
Yeah,
I guess
it's a bit of a
in this-
dance. I'll just show it for a minute.
Is there a way to shut it off?
Yes, yeah, you can
Oh,
basically
okay.
take the permissions away to
Oh,
have
okay.
your own cursor.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really going to make too much of a difference.
No,
at this point.
it's fine.
Who will I add? Don't know
This
if
is
you would see them on the screen.
yeah. This is Martin Grip art, right?
I believe so.
Mhm. Oopsie. Okay.
There was a token or.
Some water.
So, I've opened up another 2 handouts as you come into Holden's office, but we'll get to them in a little second. You met Holden the first time, he gave you the orders out on Electric Dreams, first case file, sitting there. He's looking, still got the wheezing machine. So, for anyone who doesn't know who Chief Holden is, if you ever watched the original film, the interrogation scene, less like similar to what we had, this is why Novak moved his chair, because he knows not to sit when somebody starts moving at you, because someone might have a gun and go for your throat and you could be wheezing a lot for the rest of your life. But you do see Chief Holden, that's him pictured sitting in the chair behind there, and he tells you to sit down. There is another person in the room. Which,
Are there
if you
5
look at
chairs
handouts-
for us all to sit on?
yes, there is enough chairs to sit down.
Is there a battered old leather sofa against one wall?
Probably.
You know what? Just for you,
That's
and
the
it's
one
got
that I'm
cigarette.
sitting
It's
on.
even got cigarette burns, as some people
Yeah,
have not used it as an ashtray, and it's got a slight reek
Yeah.
of cheap synthetic scotch burning off it.
Yeah. And when I say leather, of course, I mean pleather, because
Yeah, it's
you can
cracked.
afford a leather sofa.
It's all these fake. You recognize, you know that you definitely know who this other person is. Let's see, this is. You meet him out with it, and it is another Blade Runner called Ray McCoy. He's one of the old time Blade Runners. He's around, and he's another legend alongside Deckard.
Real McCoy.
Ray McCoy. And he is very notorious. This is probably why you like him, because he is pretty much a hard hitter, takes down replicants. He's smoking. He's probably sitting at one side of the couch when he sees you. He grins.
I nod at him as I sit on the other side of the couch.
Right, sit down, Deputy Chief. Well, this is a fine mess you made. He's looking at you, Novak.
Looking at me.
Yeah.
I did the tidying up. Well, I mean, okay, there was a mess, but
Yes.
You were only supposed to do an empathy test.
he
You're
failed.
not supposed to kill him.
He had another officer and that officer's gun.
And why was he not properly secure?
I don't know. Ask my colleagues here. They failed to secure him.
Any of you three like to explain it to me? And explain to the mess? Explain to
strength-
me why we have no idea what he was trying to do. Did we get that information out of him?
With all due respect, he was so incredibly strong. We couldn't restrain him. Fenna nor I. He
Nor me.
got out. The window was broken. He got out, took hostage. Novak did what had to be done.
Seeing Fenna shaking her head. I had him. But yeah, even Fenna is hating on Novak, but she's not a snitch to her force. She will not complain to her one of her colleagues, to her commander. Yeah.
I just nodded Fenna.
Mm.
Some emotional support.
Well, you're very quiet, Percival. You got anything you want to say about this? About your colleague's conduct?
As far as I could tell, as far as I could tell,
Go ahead.
I look at the meat bag. As far as I could tell, he was properly secured. But as Fenna said, he ripped through any restraints we had put in. So we need to review this, and we need to make sure that we have proper equipment installed for next time.
Next time. But you're going to interrogate them again. Oh, the one without the head and is dead.
No, for the next suspect. I roll my eyes at him slightly.
Yeah. Can each of you give me a manipulation roll? If you fail this,
We have a demotion point.
you are going to get demotion because you're getting a chewing out.
So
all of us, or just
yeah.
Now, every one of you.
My
everyone?
manipulation is brilliant. Just watch this.
Oh dear.
Have I?
I don't want to be demoted. Can I push this?
You can always have the option to push. I think you can push
There we go.
as long as you don't get the one, because then you get stressed.
I have health. I've taken health with the push.
Okay.
Health damage. No, that wasn't a health damage from here. That was previously when I was rammed.
No, you don't. You took a health damage from the physical attacks. If you push on a physical as a replicant, it becomes stress. Has everybody succeeded?
I have not succeeded.
He's got a
I am
unicorn.
not pushing.
Did you push? Did you?
I'm not pushing. I got a bloody unicorn. So
Well, in that case, you're getting demoted.
I'm getting
get
grumpy.
You basically lose one promotion point on your character. So promotion points are a way of getting resources, making use of LEBD resources.
I saw them somewhere.
It is clear who is carrying the can here.
Oh no! No! I've added one, not taken it away.
I guess right click.
Oh no!
Right click. To take away.
Right click.
That's Novak. He says, I've done such a good job. I deserve promotion.
I'm eating noodles tonight.
Culture here. Obviously, I did the right thing, as you yourself said. Obviously, I've got to be punished for it because good cops are punished nowadays.
As you know, you can see her. I don't know if replicants have a red face from anger, but yeah, she's boiling with anger towards
It's
you.
a simulation of anger.
Yeah.
Everybody has learned if there's anything that goes wrong, blame Novat. He'll take the blame. Okay. So didn't like Crimson. Well, okay. Well, anyway, I suppose you might wonder why the replication unit cares so much about this dead service technician. Have you ever heard of bootleg replicants?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
What?
You mean
Well, if you didn't, you know that black market outfits are using stolen Tyrell technology to create their own breed of skin jobs. Unregistered. Now, these are rare cases. But a few, every so often, come up now and again. Some unsavory clients prefer using black market bootlegs rather than the Wallace Nexus 9s and points to Percival and Anna. Tailor-made, unregistered. Needless to say, Wallace is not happy.
using old tech? Is this?
Using old tech, creating that, and they're unregistered. Wallace
Completely
very
unregistered.
protective about that. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Doug.
Completely unregistered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we know someone that deal with this bootleg replicants? Any informer that we know?
Well, I'll get into that. Fair enough. Because with Wallace Corp breaking through our necks, and if that Vale, Alice Vale technician, was one of those bootleg ones, then I bet you there are more than one.
How will an autopsy show?
Now, we're going to be taking through some of the parts, and we'll find out.
I
Depends on
turn.
what
Uh,
documents and everything go through.
So,
sorry,
There was
gonna-
no retina. There was nothing obvious on the retina, was there?
No, his right eye did not have a serial number.
Okay.
Okay.
But-
That was something you definitely told.
There's maker's marks on all these things. We just got to find whether it's the liver or the
Well,
bone. Somebody's going to have left their mark.
well,
Got
that's what
microscope autopsy.
That's what I say to
Yeah.
Percival. Is I ask Percival. I say, "Have you seen this before? Will there be a mark somewhere?"
I have not seen it before. I've read it before, but I will need to speak to our crime tech. Can't remember his name. And just trying to see what we can find out.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, once you do find out this batch of illegal replicants, I'm going to make it very clear. You are to eliminate, retire them.
Oh.
But we have to find them first.
So,
Yeah, you please,
First
please
of
do
all,
not kiss. Please, no,
you
mate,
got me
please
a
do not
point.
kiss
You,
Holden.
write me up for retiring one minutes before
Well,
you tell
you
me to
are.
retire all of them.
I wrote you up because you did not work out whether I was a bootleg one or not. Now, she might tell us there was a replicant. You goddamn wasted it. Where are the rest of them? We're going to have to go out and find them.
Question
Only
is,
because Wallace Corp are angry that you're getting this. I'll be counting, and I want the paperwork of every bullet you fire, Novak.
gladly. I need to do the paperwork for that broken window as well. Or Fenner needs to do the paperwork for that broken window, of course.
She's looking at you.
Yeah.
And she's doing.
Mr. Novak,
Yeah.
you will also have to do some paperwork for discharging a firearm.
Oh, obviously. Yes, he just said he wants the paperwork for every bullet I shoot. I'm
Mm.
guessing that's what I just shot, which saved the whole situation and an officer's life, but everybody seems to forget that bit. Right, so you're doing the forensics.
Yep.
Brenner and I are doing the paperwork.
Yeah. Ray McCoy just sitting there looking at you, just like grinning. He said nothing in all this.
And what are you doing here, Ray? What's your role in all of this?
You just heard him.
Oh, he was the one talking about that whole thing, was he? Sorry.
No, you just heard him. You just heard the deputy chief. We're out to find them.
I see the logic of engaging an old Blade Runner who's used to the old models and the old ways.
Yeah.
Can I see something? Can I don't know how this works in Blade Runner. Can I see have an insight on Ray McCoy if he's maybe hiding something or?
But give me an insight. Well,
yeah. Okay. Insight. Oh.
You're rolling like a young god.
Where are all your demons now, Mohammed?
Yeah, different game.
Yeah, different game. Yeah. It's like the Gandalfs and everyone, and we see more sirens than Gandalfs. So yeah. We know how this goes. Wow. Odin goes back as you in chat. Says, well, you know the danger of bootleg replicants. They are not obedient as the Nexus 9s. McCoy is here to help. He helped jot down the last N6s back in the day. He grins about that. These bootleg skin jobs. They're attack dogs without leashes, capable of anything.
Yeah, we've seen that.
This is old school. And this is McCoy. As usual, you can play it the way you like. You can split up, cover as ground. I want results.
Do you have any leads, Ray?
I've got my own cases. I'm going to follow a few things, but you can check Bale's body, what's left of it.
Yeah.
Down by it. Also,
why didn't you take Backer with you? We've got paperwork to do. Backer can come on your investigations with you, give you a bit of help.
McCoy, Holden says McCoy works alone. He is that age. He does not work apart. He's going to work the case from his end. You or work it from yours. I want results.
I'm going to give Backer a significant look.
What type of look?
A significant look, Backer. I'm looking at you significantly.
And I'm looking back equally significantly.
I had this problem with Raldenash last time you played.
What? Who's that?
Invasion. When you
I'm
look
giving you a significant look, Backer.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if this is like a Dave substitute thing.
I'm just staring back, and the look that I'm giving in return is, get on and do your work. Go and write your report.
I'm going off to write my report. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm like giving a little nod to kind of show my deference to this so-called big shot Novak in the presence of Ray.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm heading off to my office to file my report.
Okay.
If
You've
anybody
also
wants
got.
to follow me there, they can. If they want
Yeah.
to do what I told them to do with my significant look, then they should go and do that.
I'll go to the crime lab, but that was my own idea.
Exactly. That's where you should
So-
be.
Now,
Yeah.
will Fenna be going to a different location?
No, it's the same. We are doing this report. We are on the same desk, but different.
Yeah.
We are sitting on
Okay.
the same desk.
All right.
Like-
Is
First shift. What do we do?
Bruce?
Let's do so many paperwork.
Bruce, is
With typewriters.
yeah. Is my office, or not my office, my desk in the same location?
Oh yeah, everybody is.
we're all together.
Yeah,
Mm.
Okay. So
it's like even better because you're like across facing each
Yeah.
other.
So
sort of
what are
thing.
you still doing, Backer? Here. Why aren't you following that Blade Runner? Like I told you. With my eyes.
yeah, I'm not following him.
No.
I don't need to get shot. He'll find some way to shoot me. I'm not fooling
I don't
around.
need to get shot by hanging around with Novak.
No. I'm going with them to the office.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am going with them to the
I'm saying,
office. I'm
why
not
you
following
followed
Ray.
us here?
Well, of course I am.
There's a bit of an argument in chat. While you go through, you do get an update on your KIAs, your knowledge integrated assistance. This gives you the file of Ellis Vale. So this is in handout C.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The paper was in there.
Oh.
I'm still in the wrong one. I'm still in case file 1.
Okay, so
go into 2 handouts.
Okay, so just so that I'm clear, we have moved from Holden's office to our own.
Yeah, you're still in the LAPD
We're in the pool,
tower.
aren't we?
Okay. So as we leave, Novak is going ahead, and I'm holding back with Fenna. Percival, I guess, is taken off, and I put my hand on Fenna's shoulder, and I say, "He shot first. I let him shoot. He took the blame. It's okay." So I give kind of a comforting, I give an element of comfort to her anger and her angst over this situation. And then I go into the room.
Okay.
Yes, she's shaking her head. But part of her know that the situation was unsolvable, but deep inside her, she doesn't want to resort to violence at the end. But she knows that there was no escape for this person. Okay.
Okay. Also, in your KIA as well, you do get a message as this comes out because Holden said this. Don't forget, you've got the PR manager of Wallace Court, Quell, is expecting to see you. This is, I think the last time only Frank, you went and saw her.
I think I did, but I was not necessarily the natural choice. Let's put it that way.
What was the person's name?
Quell.
Well,
Quell.
Quell.
And I'm busy in the crime lab.
Yeah. It's because you're kind of being more driven by you get the impression that the reason they want them limited is it's the legal hit squad to get rid of the competition for Wallace Corp. Because Wallace Corp had fought to bring back Brooklyn rights, and they have been brought back for a year on Earth with the Nexus 9s. because of the big blackout way back in 2022
Something like that.
or 2027.
So we know that they took this Alice Vale because it said the birth date, so they have this is a real person, or this is forged.
This is the information they were given for his service record
Okay.
that he had for his work. It was a very clean file, but this is what you have. Frank, I take it you went to the RIT lab.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember the name of the guy there.
I do have a list of names. I will be able to tell you. Coco.
That's it. And he had a cat or dog. I think it a cat.
There's a cat.
In the crime lab. That's definitely where I would be going.
Yeah.
And I also would be looking at the muscular dystrophy with him and trying to find out what was going on there. And finding out when he applied, so how long ago was he trying to get off planet. But first of all, the forensics, and then the data.
Yeah, so we will go through this. You guys are going back to paperwork, having a lot of argument from it. I will let you deal with it. So you going to do the crime lab first, are you?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll do the crime lab scene. You're the only one here at the moment, except for Coco, chief medical examiner from it.
Good friend of mine, by the way.
And of course, it is Biscuits.
Biscuits.
That's the name.
That's right.
Because nothing's so better than they repeat the information in the printed picture. Saves you going back to the last one.
Yeah, indeed.
The cat, neither of them, you suspect neither of them leave this place. They are from it. So, let's start with your first bit. What do you want to do? Because he's ready to do the autopsy. He just does the bit with the explanation. Head is missing from it. So he just go through it. Then makes a comment. A Novik special.
I give.
He just does a bit for deleting.
I give Biscuits a bit of a stroke.
Biscuits likes it. Biscuits likes you anyway, or even for an artificial cat, it's still.
Oh yeah,
still
I spend a lot of time down here, but basically I just very carefully look at everything he does and just says, "Yet again, we have a replicant with a head missing here. Novak strikes again." But let's find out. We need to find out what type of replicant this is, how old, how long has been alive, where the parts came from.
Yeah, he's kind of going through. He's going through the autopsy. He says, "Well, death's pretty obvious. Shattered head. That certainly will finish any replicant or human."
He's got a couple of other wounds and contusions.
Yes, another few additional bullet wounds and some black eye. I heard he had a black eye from the past report as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When the security tried to take him down at Wallace Court when he was trying to break in. I've got that from the.
Was this Wallace Security or was this RDU?
This was Wallace Security. This is the bit where he was trying to break in. He already had a black eye when he was in the interrogation room. And interestingly enough, it was not done by Novik or any claims to it.
Never got that far.
So he's going through it, but he does kind of like he's going through the body, and he just say, "Look, it's really something, but there is nothing that distinguishes this replicant from a human person. It's really scary."
He was immensely strong, yet his file says that he was suffering from muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
Any signs of that?
Yeah.
Any nerve damage?
Well, we could probably have to do a bit more in the autopsy, but I tell you one thing. Everyone around us could be a replicant, and we never know it. Well, except for you, Percival. You're up and honest.
I leave completely stony-faced as he says that.
Yeah. Would you like to actually help me with the autopsy?
Of course. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
It's the one thing I'm good at.
So you can make a medical roll. You'll be advantaged.
Okay, medical with an advantage. Yeah, I can roll too.
Would you like to push that roll, please?
Why would I?
I just thought I'd ask. Okay, so your first thing is you're very interested about the muscular from it because it's really the opposite. I mean, he's wiry and muscular. It's like that's blatantly false information. Yeah, that's been a falsified information on there. Aside from the regular, because you go past the bullet wounds, all the damage that's been done, you go past from it. There is one thing that catches your eye under his fingernails. It's a bit like small traces of blood, but it's too coagulated to come from a recent fight.
Right, so I pointed out to Coco and said, I think we might have to sample his fingernails.
Yeah. So you will have to you'll take that a bit. You take some scrapings and ready for that. I'll let you come back to that one in a second. But you do notice the body has no traces belonging to someone who is supposed to be a heavy smoker, so his teeth aren't yellowed. There's no damage to the lungs. In fact, they're very pristine condition from it, even all the way up to, well, you can't really go any further up to the head of the nose from it, but you do kind of get a feeling from the bits that they do bring back from the shattered head that there's nothing to say that he was a smoker. From it.
Just another item that was false on his previous record.
Yeah. So, the blood that you have found under the fingernails, can you give me a check roll, please?
Right. Any advantage or disadvantages?
I say because you've got that extra success from your medical one, I'll give you an advantage.
Good.
Uh-huh.
3d12.
Okay. So you run it through the database, though it doesn't really surprise you, but you kind of find it a bit odd. But the blood comes back as a positive from the records of one Ellis Vale.
Did this replicant replace a real person?
That is all you've got.
But it's not a match for the actual corpse in front of us.
Well, it matches the blood inside, but also is dried blood on his fingernails. But he didn't really have any old cuts or wounds you saw. And this felt maybe older than...
So, sorry, the blood, if I run the blood from his fresh head wound, and compared to the blood that was on his fingernails, does it come out as identical or not?
It does come back, both the blood types. The congealed is both Ellis Wallace, and the records are Ellis Wallace as well.
But are they also the same? Or is it a double match on the database and there's two different
It's
entries?
a double match at the moment.
Right. Okay, scratch my head a bit. Maybe he's just scratched
Yeah,
himself.
that's Yes, but you can't. Well, you can't really tell from the head wound to become self-shaming from an old wound or anything. You can't.
There is no
really,
head.
Yeah,
There is no head.
you know what? It would be so much easier if they. And you're not going to do a jigsaw piece from it. You're not going to spend your time from it. I'm going to say this is what you're probably going to get for your shift. I spend around to
I
it.
key in my report to the KIA so that people can see it. I don't think I'm hiding anything at this stage.
Yeah. Well, they'll get that at the end of the first shift, just because we're now doing the sort of shift timeline. So they will get it, but they'll get that information then, so they can't make use of it right now.
In this
for
shift, as it were.
Yeah.
That's okay, because all I'm doing in this shift is bloody paperwork.
If that's what you want to do in the shift, I have got
I am reading the paper.
Okay, you've taken the paper. Okay.
What paper?
There's a paper and handout too.
I'm reading the newspaper.
Very productive. Very productive.
What's Fenna doing?
Yeah, she's doing the report of the broken window, and staring glances at Novak.
Hey. Well,
I see out of the corner of my eye, I see Fenna doing this, and I say, "Do you have a thing for him?"
Well, Miss Im, I don't, replicant don't barf, but
You
I
spend
guess
a lot of
even-
you spend a lot of time
Even-
talking about him. You're constantly looking at him. It's kind of creepy.
because he's a Neanderthal. He's an insult to your race. He not think.
You know he's right
He
there.
always. Yeah,
this isn't the first time. It's not the last time.
I go back to reading the paper. I say, unemployment is up 27.9, eh?
It's good, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I'm not there.
Maybe Fenna, you want to go and change jobs.
I will not trade my job to anything. I love my job. Despite everything, I love my job.
You love killing your own.
No, I tried to, like I tried to make life easy and for replicant as well, but some people does not understand this. They don't consider replicant as part of the society. If a replicant did something wrong, he's terminated.
Yeah.
And if a human does something wrong,
No, a slap on the wrist or a demotion. Nothing more, nothing less.
sad.
So it's a hard life being a replicant.
Anyway, I'm just finishing my report now. I'm
Yeah.
looking.
So, yep. Well, we'll get to the end of the shift because at some point you need to investigate a crime. Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're now into the afternoon when you do the paperwork.
If there is time, maybe we will go check the address of the
Right.
of Alice.
Yeah.
Of course, I
Okay.
will take with me.
If we're done, we've got Alice's hotel, Alice's residence. We've probably got Wallace to talk with.
Yeah.
And probably there's something that we need to check later because they said there is no serial number on his eyes.
Yeah.
And there is
Yeah, that's what.
some, bright eyes. Maybe we can
Well,
check.
there's no. You've only got that as evidence now. There are no eyes whatsoever.
Oh,
I just wonder whether our old contact, I can't remember his name,
The guy in
the
the
Mutant
bar.
Liberation, not Mutant Liberation, sorry, different racism there.
Styles.
Are you referring to, in the first case, the Allurian?
The Illyria, yeah,
yeah.
where we
Okay,
might
yeah.
go and have a chat with them.
There was
And
also
fundamentally,
styles, yeah.
I've got a question here. Follow the money. Somebody's building these
Yeah.
fake replicants. I'm pretty sure this guy's a fake replicant, bootleg replicant, whatever. Where's the profit in that? Who needs them? And why do they need them? And what do they need them for? Because, you know, you get a good rate on a labourer, even a strong labourer, with a modern Nexus. I'm kind of interested in, you know, it's not, you build one of these guys, you're not cheap, Fenner.
Yeah.
But they're
So the way to maybe find out about who that is maybe having a chat with Wallace Court, because they know who their competitors are, both legit or illegal. You've also got the address of
Yukon Hotel.
Ellis. Yeah.
So we've got limited time. Do we want to split our forces?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could go down and ask contacts. Your luring could be certainly a contact for it. You've done a fair bit at the lab. You haven't done anything with the mainframe or anything like that. That's
And the ESPA
fine.
file. ESPA cameras to have a look at how he got to Wallace, when he got there. Whether we spotted him at his hotel, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I was thinking that going to the hotel. That was where my mind was for Becker.
Yeah, let's go and check the hotel. Well, I mean, do two of you want to check the hotel, and I'll go
Fenna and I.
talk to Illyria?
Okay.
Fenna and I will go there. Percival.
He's still. So, am I right? We're still playing out the first shift. So Percival's doing an autopsy.
First one was
I
on
think.
this. You
planning
come
the
to the
second
end of the first shift, you'll be moving into the second shift because you're
Planning the
paperwork.
second shift.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
But the information that Percival got for the first shift is uploaded to your KIAs as well, which basically does tell you that everything, the fact that he had muscular was a lie. He was pretty wiry and strong, and he wasn't a smoker.
Okay. Those old
but the-
Nexus units, though, didn't they get something muscular when they were getting close to retirement?
And they were getting old, they were getting twitches and things like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would have to implant that in something.
If this guy,
also,
yeah,
yeah,
but what
you
I'm
also
saying
get the bit
is,
by the blood.
and kind of, I guess I'm asking you this. Could a medical exam for this thing have assumed it was muscular dystrophy, but actually it was something to do with either timed obsolescence, because these things are meant to die after, what was it, 6 years or something, or is it just crappy build?
It's neither.
I think it was
Knock-off
4.
parts.
Wasn't it 4?
And
That was a
And
few
I was
years
wondering if Percival might have noticed during the initial stages of Novak's interview, if Percival would have noticed any twitching that may have come to mind.
From the autopsy, you see that as well. There's no evidence of any degradation at all, nerve or muscle. So this was all, it didn't fit the pattern.
Manufactured.
Yeah.
It didn't fit the pattern. So the smoking, the dystrophy, all that sort of stuff wasn't there. That was manufactured.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's like the information that was uploaded on the work document.
So there's a data trail to follow as well. So maybe I should stay behind and do the mainframe work and follow the data trail.
Maybe check.
And the
if there
other
is-
thing, Percival, I'm going to say this to you. I can't understand why you're worried about the blood under his fingernails. And he's not got a head now, but he could easily have had a scratch on it. We know he had a black eye.
Oh, I know.
He just scratched his
I know.
head.
I know.
Why did you put it in the report then? Nothing significant.
It is
there.
noticeable. I'm being thorough.
He's using something that you humans, you especially should have. It's called the brain.
It just makes sense to check all possibilities.
Feather has learned an alternative ways after hanging around with
Sarcasm.
Novak.
Sarcasm, yeah. Someone's due for an exam.
Baseline test.
Yeah,
Baseline
yeah,
test.
yeah. Probably after last case, yeah, something.
Right. So,
changed
Fenner
again.
and Percival, you're doing mainframe. Fenner and
Becca.
Becca, you're doing hotel.
Yeah.
And I'll head off and have a quick word with our friends at Illyria.
Okay. Yeah, the Illyrian, yeah. So, just noticing the time. I've already kind of done a heavy scene with it. Frank, you probably don't have a lot at the moment to look at from the area. You probably can only look at maybe the address. But
What I would be looking for is, first of all, any record about this guy, like where he lived and so on. I mean, have an address, but that's a hotel. So is there anything further back?
You get the same information back onto it as about the hotel.
Then I would be looking. There must be an older record because there's medical examination. So I'm looking at the data. Has it been manipulated? Can I tell when, by whom, that sort of thing? That would be the next thing I would be looking at, following the data trail, basically.
Yeah, you can probably tell it's a good job. It doesn't tell you very much who's done it or who's created
but
it.
can I tell that it has been fiddled with?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And then the next thing is I would be looking at Esper footage, basically putting out his face and saying, okay, where can we trace him, especially over the last month or so.
Okay.
Surveillance network. Because if he works at Wallace, he will not have been keeping off cameras.
Yeah. So you're doing an Esper trail. Give me a check roll because you're at the LAPD mainframe.
Mm-hmm.
You will be advantaged. You're always advantaged from that
Indeed.
point.
This
This is
one's
where I go and check the journal and see if I've added. Nope. There's always one bit that never gets added. So I am going to quickly try and add image you find. Meanwhile, going to do hotel. I may have to check that in a moment. If it's a black screen, I'll come back
It
to
is,
that in a
yeah.
second. So we need to choose file, do that. Got to wait for a few seconds till it loads up. It tells me it's loaded up.
The mainframe is not very fast.
No.
Has to supervise a whole city. And on a,
And
on
then
a
when I
hunch,
click it, yeah.
can I also put a trace out for, what was his name? Ray McCoy.
I was hoping you'd do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Let's say anybody. Sorry, just like, yeah, whatever. We don't like you, mate.
Well, if I have to work with these skin jobs, how come he gets to be a lone gun?
Because he has a lot of your service. This is the one thing I don't like about when I'm trying to upload into the journal. I've noticed I upload and it doesn't properly upload the entry. Ah, it's finally done it. So there you go, Frank. I will let you. Once I put it up, everybody can probably see that.
Is this going to be a journal entry?
Yeah, so that'll be a journal entry. It's handout E you want to have a look at.
Yep.
Oh.
In the meantime,
there's
you
an Escalation picture.
guys,
Hmm.
Where is this?
This has
that's
all
the
come to our
Yukon
ears, our
Hotel,
Kias.
Yeah.
I actually
Mm.
should show that briefly on the stream, I think.
This is out.
Hmm.
You said this is outside the hotel.
This is Yukon Hotel, yeah.
It's outside it. Oh, yeah, it must be outside. I can see the.
Oh, somebody's.
Yeah, it turns, and that's the image of Ellis. So you can see.
Hmm.
There is a figure with an owl.
An owl.
Yes.
Yeah.
I noticed
And
Can
that.
I enhance grid 120
Enhance.
something?
Enhance.
45, 44, 46.
All you're kind of getting is silhouettes of them. You don't quite get
46.
Mm.
very.
Are there
very
any other
much.
perspectives? Any other cameras that picked it up before or after? So I have to say.
That's all
enhanced.
you kind of find out from the enhancement. Pick up.
He's-
So unfortunately, I'm going to jump scenes.
He's looking
Until
at
you think-
someone.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
he's looking at someone.
Almost looks like the camera.
Mm.
But they're all
No,
Come
standing
to the
no,
there.
he's-
hotel. You're outside of the Yukon Hotel. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, only Frank can see this image right now. You
Oh,
two,
okay.
Nobody else.
I didn't
can
know
see
if it had
Even-
been uploaded to the Kia.
Yeah,
I
he
will.
won't. He will upload it eventually, but
Okay.
I've only just shared it because eventually you'll get to see it.
Okay.
You guys know nothing about that image.
Okay.
Player meta knowledge here. You know nothing.
Okay.
You see nothing. You understand nothing.
I know nothing.
Meanwhile, you guys at the hotel, you walk into the hotel and this bloke's staring at you.
Yeah.
So you've got pretty much a guy. Oh, long take. I don't know if it'll come up with. I'm trying to put tokens down.
Can I just ask one last question on my photo?
Uh-huh.
When was it taken?
That was, he says, because he has to go back to
Photo
Joe.
04,
image.
17 to 18.
It wasn't live.
On the 6th.
Yeah, it was pretty much the night before his
Right,
arrest.
okay. It wasn't after. That's what I was trying to get to.
There's a whole army of Ellis fails out there.
Mm.
Possible. It's my replicant gut feeling, you know.
Pretty much. I don't know if. I'm trying to put down a token.
You
Well,
can
let's
you can enable vision directly to the scene if you go to right click and configure and go to the vision and just uncheck.
Untick the token vision and the
View character
Yeah,
artwork.
down.
There you go. View. Show players.
oh,
That's
Really?
Ray
that's
McCoy.
Ray McCoy. He's not there.
Mm.
But this chap is,
Mm.
and he is long tie.
Mm.
He's over this. You immediately sees the pair. Do you two want a room
Mm.
together?
Oh. Thank you. No, we brandish our badge. We just want to ask you some questions.
Oh,
Please.
well, it's a clean hotel. It's a good hotel. No trouble whatsoever.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not investigating you. We were looking for Mr. Ellis Vale. Have you seen him?
Oh, Ellis Vale. Mr. Vale owns room number 314.
When was the last time have you seen him?
Oh well, he's a person who's never caused any trouble. Last night, he had some visitors last night. But he's a good person. He pays up. But last night he had maybe 5, possibly 6 people visited him.
What did they look like?
Well, I didn't really get.
Do you have
My
sort of-
eyes are old. I haven't really got the replacement eyes. I think one was perhaps a dark-haired woman, possibly in her
Dark-haired woman.
40s.
Perhaps.
Do you have any surveillance videos?
No, we keep
Yeah,
out.
because,
I mean,
because-
Esper video
Mm.
protects enough. But I know the reason. Know the woman. She had strange big bird on arm.
What type of big
Ah.
bird?
Mm.
A bird?
A big bird. I've never seen anything like it.
You mean like one of the ones that you get at those creature making shops?
Yeah. Can't be real. Can't be real.
No. Did they go upstairs to his room?
Yes, they all visited him in his room.
Can you lead us to his room, please?
Certainly. I mean, there was some trouble, but no shouting, no big. I mean,
There was shouting?
well, no actual trouble.
No. But
I mean, when
that's not the
when-
question. The question is, were they loud enough for others to hear?
Well, some of the other guests complained.
So other guests did complain.
But I didn't get to look at them.
Can you provide us with the room numbers of those who complained, please?
They left, but the room numbers were next door.
So they've checked out,
Yeah,
or have
well,
they just?
they checked
left?
out? But yeah,
What
They've left.
did these guests say, if I may ask? What did these guests
Oh, they
complain
just-
about?
they
Just
just
the
heard a
noise,
loud-
or
yeah,
Oh.
it was just a loud noise. There was shouting.
a loud noise, like something
Yeah.
breaking?
Yeah, like someone was out, and then they heard somebody left. I thought saw someone leave, but I didn't really get a good look at them.
Just one out of those 6?
Yeah, because they didn't leave until the morning.
Fenna, what do you think?
I guess if you can show us his room. Also checking if making an insight on him. If
Go
he's
ahead.
the dodgy hotel manager always hiding
Jeez,
something.
dodgy. What? Dodgy.
You could have got a good rate on the hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one second.
you're kind of getting the feeling that when he was saying he didn't get a good look at the person who left.
Mm.
Yeah, it was just, he kind of feels like he's holding something back. Can you give me another insight roll?
Sure.
Do you want one from me?
Just
Ah,
Yeah.
nope.
Dun, dun, dun.
seems to be staring at you. No, I thought you would look familiar, but I'm mistaken. No, yeah, definitely mistaken. It probably was something else.
Mr. Locke, do you have any other people who are staying around room 314 who are still there. Maybe they're there for a few days, few nights. Anybody on that floor?
There's a couple there, but they stay up. I mean, you could ask. Maybe they've not go through. Maybe the other guests heard. You can always ask.
Can you provide us with the room numbers, please?
Yeah, it's 3314, 316. 313 is the 315 and 316. Because 314 is.
It's his. Yeah.
It's his.
Yeah, Mr. Vales. Maybe you can help us with showing us the room.
So he does. He takes you up to the room. As you open up, you see that top image.
It's not.
Right there.
It's.
There is a body on the floor.
Yeah, it's not showing, Bruce.
It's not showing.
It's still black.
So that's great. Why can't you see the thing that I've not let you see?
I wonder.
I do find it very annoying it does that. Whether can I right click configure? Yes, I can do it here. Nope.
And then it's under lights, I think. Yeah, there you
Yep.
go.
Yeah.
Yay.
There's been a murder.
Murder. Come on, say it right.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping a note in time because I'm aiming for about 10 o'clock or, well, we could probably go for 10, 15 minutes unless you say absolutely not. Yeah, sorry, Matt, if you're not picking up if you're saying anything.
No.
You're muted.
You're muted.
The mainframe has muted you.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's muting them.
Okay, so the body is right. The body is right in front of the window.
Pretty obvious. There's a dead body.
Is the window broken? Is the window broken?
So yeah, there's a body. That body looks exactly like Ellis Vale, except for he's got a head.
Ooh.
Oh, you mean they're like twins?
Exactly that.
I see the black. Sorry, I'm not there. Black eye.
Yeah. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get through.
Yeah. We try. Mr. Law. Please stay away from the room, please. Yeah, and we probably call. We'll try to search the room, but we will call backup, of course.
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me an observation roll? He goes away. He's very shocked there's a murder. And like, whoa.
Observation. Ooh, I'm stuck at observation. Okay.
Success.
Okay. No one success.
Observation, yeah.
Douglas, also.
Oh, do you want me to roll as well?
Yes, please. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was.
Yeah, sorry. I know that I've asked normally for one person.
Aye.
A bicon.
I look over at Mr. Locke and before you resolve that, and I say to him, "Don't you dare talk to the media or anyone about this."
Oh, the media, good. I can get some more money. Yeah. Okay.
So what's going to happen to me?
Well, nothing bad just happens. It's just
you hear that?
Picking up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We heard that. I don't know why we were picking up earlier. Yeah. But yeah, you kind of look around the room. I don't know if you can really pick up exactly a lot, but there is. Aside from the body, the only thing that you really kind of notice is there's still another copy of the newspaper there from it. Same edition you've got. Doug, that you read this morning.
Yeah.
So fresh.
The articles, everything there from it. Now, one thing that you do find a bit for yourself, is you find a feather.
A feather. Okay.
A large brown. It's a large
From an
brown and
owl.
white feather.
Could be.
You know what? I'm going to genetically change it to an owl bear.
Owl bear. Okay. Mixing their
Owl
franchise.
bear.
A small owlbear.
Not a barn owl bear.
Yeah.
Probably. Can I notice from? I know it needs medical, but can I see what was the cause of death? Maybe there is a gun wound.
Okay, so this will be a medical roll.
Some blood over there.
For some reason, I cannot see the map. Is completely
If you
on the
right click, I don't know why, but it keeps shifting every time I go up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. That's solved it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. A medicine roll then. Okay. There is some sort of.
Yeah, a medical roll. Are you assisting Doug in this? Which means you would get an advantage.
Yeah. Do you want me to
The
roll?
way it works as assistance is
Right.
not an advantage, but you would get the lowest die, but that was it.
Yeah.
Do I roll or do I not roll?
No, you just give them what your highest die type is, and when you assist, you give them your highest die type for medical aid.
C.
Oh, so not advantage. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
you roll normal, and the way I do it at the table, normally what happens is you roll, rather just roll everything. The way I run it at the table is if you assist, only one person can really assist, but they roll their highest die type between the skill they're rolling and the ability.
Okay.
So if you just roll the one high die type, Doug, for your medical aid.
You want me to roll that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I make the person who's assisting roll their special. It just means otherwise one person's rolling all the dice all the time.
Oh,
Okay.
Then I'll jump to match scene and then we'll call it anyway.
shall we call it a? I'm literally.
Oh no, well that's fair enough. You're not.
Yeah,
off
that
till next minute.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick up with your scene immediately the next time. That's fine. You're not going to get anything from this. You're going to have to get the body to the lab, let forensics and RDU unit do this. Coco will probably be the best person.
Yeah. Both of us wanted to know if there's any detail before we go about what's on that nightstand.
Yeah.
What that advertisement is.
Leaflet or
it's like a
whatever it is.
bloody point and click. There is another handout. It's an advert for Wallace Court.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay.
So I will
Thank you, Bruce.
put that up and we will arrange next time. I was going to suggest next Wednesday, but there's another game you are all involved in, so I'll see when we can pick up next time.
cool.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I very much enjoyed that, even though I'm falling asleep. It's not boredom. Literally.
Fair enough.
Well,
Fair enough.
I'm
I
going to
will
quit
be
off
running.
now. See you, everybody.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye, Matt.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.